Can you dig it? Little shuffle tune there for the kids. A rainy day shuffle. That was kind of a combination of a few different things. Lurking, stalking. Lurking and stalking, and the stalking and the lurking. In keeping with our rando Zeppelin activities, we're gonna do a rando instrumental Zeppelin thing, and we'll see at the other end. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, bros. 1, 2, 3, 4. One time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
saw an old friend just the other night. Well, I couldn't recall the name, but I got some places right. When she rambled on about things we'd said and done, all in the name of good clean fun. No one's on the run when reminiscing saw an old picture just the other day, and I conjured up memories that were locked away of growing pains, kind of like a knife. The supposed best years of your life, not my life. When reminiscing, something is missing. When were those good old days? 'Cause thinking back, it's all a haze. When were those good old days? Friends seem to come and go like voices on the wind. I can't help but feeling that the best is yet to begin. When were those good old days? 'Cause thinking back, it's all a haze. When were those good old days? Lord have mercy. What hat am I wearing? I'm wearing a Terry Black barbecue hat. We're going to be down in Austin next week. Actually, we start touring this Friday night. We're in Evansville, Indiana, at Mojo's Boneyard, one of our favorite haunts. And we go over to Kansas City Saturday night. We're going to be at a place called Knuckleheads, which is a legendary joint. And we go down to another legendary joint, Mercury Lounge in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Then we got a few days off until May 1st, I believe, the next Thursday. We're going to be down, not this coming Thursday, of course. The following Thursday, we're going to be at the Continental Club in Houston, Texas. Our first time with the KMT in Houston, Texas. Then we're going to be at the Dallas Guitar Show, doing a show or two there. Clinic or two as well. I'll be there hanging out the whole weekend.
And then we go down Austin Way. We're playing at the Saxon Pub later in that following weekend. Saxon Pub, and then we're playing at Sam's Burger Joint in beautiful San Antone. Can you dig it all? Can and will you dig it all? Would you hear that? How, how. Folks, we're just having fun here in the Room of Orange. How about that turn of the burner on the bass? We got Dylan on the doggone drums. Turf Club in Minneapolis, 620, that's correct. Long time since we played in Minneapolis. We want all the folks to come on out. 620 in Minneapolis. We're gonna rock your doggone brain. Bucky's tour indeed. Bucky's tour indeed. Been a long time since we've been to the Buck. You know, whenever I'm playing an this is one of my signature Reverend guitars. Have you seen the Fender came out with the new 70th anniversary Strat? It's an exact ripoff of my Sunburst one. It's got the same pickguard, the only thing it doesn't have is the raised middle section. Other than that, it's exactly the same. Either grape minds think alike or, you know, whatever. We need that Magic Sam Boogie. You know, I was thinking about that. Well, that was a song called Boogie Yourself, Grade. And a little bit of that Magic Sam boogie as well in there as well for the kids. Nothing wrong with any of these things. They're good for your soul and good for your corns. Good for your soul, good for your corns. Good for your soul and corns. What? Good for your soul. Good for your soul. Good for your soul and corn. One, two, three, four. What's wrong with me? Seeing things I don't want to see, sniffing things that ain't no good for me. Going down fast, won't you say a prayer for me? It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. Got to get better in a little while. You know the sun's got to shine on my guitar someday, boy. All across the land, just like Sly, we gotta take a stand. Please don't hurt nobody or knock them down. Give him a helping hand to get off the ground. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while, yeah. You know the sun's got to shine on my guitar someday, yeah, boy.
Lord is going to answer you. Don't do it tomorrow. Do it today. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. It's got to get better in a little while. Lord, it's got to get better in a little while. Whoa. Got to get better in a little while. The sun has got to shine on my sweet, sweet something or other. Folks, we got that Matt Turner on the bass, known here as Turner the Burner. We got my son Dylan on the damn drums. You guys having fun out there? We're having fun rocking. We're having fun rocking today on this Monday, the day after Easter, Feaster as we call it around here. I don't know if you're aware of this, Matt, but my wife makes these lemon bars for Easter, and they are a temptation. They are a sweet temptation. They'll take your soul and devour it. They'll take your soul and devour it, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you.
Are they good for diabetics?
Diabetic lemon bars, diabetic lemon bars, diabetic lemon bars. Come on, y'all. I saw a little request for some Jim Hendrix out there. We haven't done that one in a while. We could probably do it. Do you remember shoot down some of those airplanes you fly in, especially the one that nobody do. Robert Davis asked the following. You play so many non-diatonic notes. I was wondering how you find what works and doesn't. Is it just trial and error, deep understanding of theory? Is it line between Gristle and Hill? It's a fine line between Gristle and Hill. Let's just say I know what it's going to sound like, and usually I'm all about it. So it's a combination of theoretical malfeasance and then just kind of going in the moment and going, this will work. Or it won't, and then it'll even work better. Sometimes you do paint yourself into a corner and have to get out, but that's all right. Nothing wrong with it. It's good for your soul. Shoot down some of those airplane rides you've been taking.
Ooh, that's some crazy sound. 2, 3, 4. Airplane rides you've been taking, but to the ones that are flying too low. Shoot down some of those airplanes, yeah, especially ones that are flying too low. Come back down to earth, my friend, or come back down with me. We've all been through the nighttime, baby. Time to join the right of reality. With the power of soul, anything is possible. With the power of you, anything that you want to do.
anything that you wanna do with the power of soul. Anything is possible with the power of you. Anything that you wanna do.
You know, with the power of soul, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Say what? Folks, that was a little something by the Band of Gypsies featuring one James Marshall Hendrix. Ladies and gentlemen, bold words for bold times. What? What? Friends? What's that? Oh, Welch's. We haven't done that one in a while. Oh, shit. Can, will, must you dig it? Can you doggone dig it? Can, will, you doggone dig it? Friends, that was a little thing of mine, actually. A little thing called Welch's Grape. A place of great power. A place of great power. Unlimited power. Let me tune this guitar, although I think it's tuned pretty damn well.
Come on now. Woo.
Come on, people now.
Yeah.
Shine on your brother and everybody get together. You know what would be kind of fun? Maybe try to hear that train coming again. Doom, 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 and then it just goes, the thing in D goes. Other than that, it stays in E the whole time. I hear my train, and I'll cue the stops, because sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short.
All right.
And then we go to that little D thing. We're going to try something. You know why? Because we're not afraid. We're not afraid to do the things that need to be done. I see you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan Fitzsimmons. I'm going around the train station, waiting for that train. Take me away from here, from this lonesome town. Too bad you don't love me no more, baby. Too bad your people put me down. Me down in my heart. Too bad you don't love me no more, baby. Too bad your people put me down. Well, I hear my train a coming. Hear my train a coming. Hear my train a coming.
This town. Well, I gotta leave this town. Gotta go on the road right now, baby. Lord, I gotta be a voodoo child. Come back and buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Give it all to you. So make love to me one last time. And then I'm right. Well, all right.
Midnight Molly in the house. 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 Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yeah.
Can you dig it? We had a request for a little bit of the girl. Not that girl. Rock music, good for your soul. Rock music, written about in the scrolls. Folks, there are ancient scrolls of which rock music was spoken of. Peace, love, and understanding is what it brought to humankind. How about that Matt Turner on the bass guitar? He's coming around here. Fast Eddie says, what kind of guitar is that anyway? Well, this is one of my signature Reverend Gristle STs with my signature Fishman pickups on board. Gristletime single with pickups. It's a rockin' weapon of the night. Listen, we hope that you had a good old time. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. Don't forget to check those tour dates on website. Don't forget to sign up for our mailing list. If you go to directtalk.com/join. And as soon as you sign up, I'll send you a little free chicken picking tutorial to get your chicken picking on. Chicken picking on. Chicken on. Chicken picking on. Folks, we got to hit the road. We appreciate you tuning in. This Friday there will be it'll be new content, but it will not be live. We've recorded some things that will be played in our stead. Yes, we are doing a recording session at the end of May. We're recording new material. We'll see what happens. But of course, that new record is still new. For those of you who don't have the blues record, please patronize it. You can get a vinyl copy at my website. The CD version has more songs on it. Also get that at gregtalk.com or wherever you'd like to get your CDs. But we know we have them in stock at my place. And, of course, we also have Gristle Kings in stock with the new fancy packaging. And we got the new loaded pick guards from Fishman with these new pickups in it. That kicks ass. Go to the website, do the thing. We sure do appreciate it. Thanks for those tips out there. Thank you, Angelic Slayer. We'll see you cats on the flippity flop. See you later.